let's take a look at those winter shims and see what we're working with. Let me show you exactly where I was last night before I decided to kind of call it quits. So we're building these shims for a 10 frame box, and what we've done is we've ran our box on our table saw. We stacked 2 blades together and it creates a little slot. We do it on both sides, and then we put a little piece of screen on there, and that's going to help ventilate that shim. What we've done in between is put a cross brace. We just run these through the dado on the table saw, cut the slot, and just with our scrap pieces laying around, we put that on there to support it. Now, let me show you one that I thought was going to work out pretty good. So here's kind of what we were going for. A feeder shim with some 1/2-inch hardware cloth underneath. So when we go to put our newspaper and dry sugar on, it kind of creates a fast and easy way to clean it up. But here's the problem. So I don't really like how it sits on top of here. It's got a gap underneath here from where the woven wire kind of pokes out. It's not really truly flat. This was the easy way to kind of do it, just by stretching the cloth over top, stapling it all the way around. I mean, it works. You know, it's probably not going to be any kind of issues. I just don't like it, and I'm not sure that I want that much extra gap on there. The reality is, if we spend too much time trying to make the perfect thing, it might get in the way of us actually getting this done in the time frame that it needs to get done. All right, I need you to come over here and help me untangle me, okay?
Okay.
All right. You know how I kind of have a tendency of maybe overthinking things, and you know, that's pretty fair to say. Here's what I was thinking about doing, was just building that, but then taking this wire on top of here, just stapling it to the outside, kind of quick, easy. But check this out. See what you see, if you see anything. When we put these on here, look at the sides and all this.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sit down on the box like. It's not box on box like normal.
No, I don't like that gap. You know, if we do get some weird side rain and stuff, that's not going to seal off well. They're not going to probably propolize that either. So I'm not really sure I like that approach. But the other thing we could do is we could take the wire and press it in from the top, staple it to our middle bar here, maybe put a couple in to tack it in. But here's the problem. That's going to take me the rest of today, at least, to do that. Okay? So we have to decide, do we do that, or do we go ahead and just take these shims as is, like this, put the shim, put the paper, put the sugar, and just get it done? So we either spend another day to maybe make these more betterish, or we just get it done and get some sugar out there. So what do you think the best way to go about that is?
I'm sticking. I'd say get it done.
Get it done?
Get the paper on.
Just go put the shims down and get it done? Yeah. All right, so let's do it. Let's go get these shims on. Let's cut some paper. I tell you, when you're spending time doing this kind of stuff, it really makes you question, how long can you continue to do a certain thing at a certain scale? You know, until we find a way of wintering that doesn't require this, I don't really know what to say to that. We've had really good luck overwintering in singles, some 5/5s, things like that. But with this weather, you know, I don't know what to say. We either have way extra honey on top, and somehow balance that with smaller colonies. Because I tell you, the problem that we've had is if we go into the winter with too big of a colony and too big of a box, I don't know if it's the extra heat, if that many bodies are hungry, but it seems like there's something to be said about balancing out the size of the colony, the size of the honey, and finding something that works for you kind of in your context. For right now, this method has been working really good for us. So it's hard to want to risk not doing it. But it's just getting old. You know, I can't keep doing this forever. You know, when you're growing a yard and you're trying to figure all these things out, everything comes down to scale. The context is key. How long can we continue to perform a certain act or a method. Well, if this is the only thing that's keeping the bees alive, well, that's a different story. I guess we'll see. There's so many things. I wonder if you think about these kind of things this time of year too. You know, there's just so much to think about as a beekeeper. You want to hope you're doing all the things right at all the right times. But the reality of it is, I think that's what keeps so many of us coming back to these dang bees in a box, is that they're always throwing curveballs. They're always throwing change-ups. And I think the idea is, you know, don't let your last swing and a miss prevent you from stepping up to the plate. Because that next pitch may just be a home run. Well, we got this new Guardian Bee Apparel ventilated jacket from the Hive Live conference, and so far I haven't had a chance to use it out in the field yet, but I really like the way that it feels, and I like how this particular veil, the visibility that you have off it. So we're going to let Mama have the maiden voyage with it out there in the bee yard. We can't have her pretty little face getting stung up by bees. Me, on the other hand, well, can't fix ugly, can we?
Whoa, watch my nose.
One thing I want to show you guys, I want Suzy to see. You see this thing right here? Look at there. Oh, got you!
I can't believe I bought that either.
We've been married 20 years and she still falls for my jokes. I think she's on to me though. What do you think?
Sometimes I think you're just messing with me to see how much I'll take.
Me? Never.
Before I smack you.
There you go.
There, okay. That fits nice.
Yeah.
Usually I have to wear a hat.
Yeah. So you feel like nice. You can see pretty good?
Oh yeah, I can see right through it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, she's way smarter than me. She said, why try to squeeze all that sugar on that pallet when there's another tractor in a bucket right here? I don't know. I guess she's smarter than me. Definitely better looking. Look at those cows there. They're always looking for a free lunch. You can see the sawmill here to the left. I'd like to get that. We got it moved from the old farm over here to the new place, and we got a lot of the support. Got the concrete slab poured. We got to cut some rafters, so we got to get some logs brought over here, and that'll be kind of nice. I think we'll put the learning yard over there, back behind the sawmill. I'll tell you what though, it sure is pretty with the ice and the snow. It's always beautiful over here. This time of year, you gotta be careful when walking on all the snow. Last thing you want to out in a remote location is to get attacked by a shrew pack. That's something really got to take seriously. I've learned a lot from Fred Dunn, and the dangers and survival techniques to evade the short-tailed shrew is just something invaluable.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Image Farm. If you're interested in nucs, packages, queens, or supplies, visit us on the web at naturesimagefarm.com.
I only have these hive tools. I think these are actually my last two hive tools. I managed to lose my lucky one that I've had for years and years. It's somewhere out there laying. Maybe we'll find it some year. So I need some new hive tools. You got any recommendations on the best place to get hive tools? Let me know. I sort of like these ones. I favor these shapes here. But where in the world can we find some hive tools? I probably need 10 or 12 of them or so. So well, let's get opening up some of these colonies and get some sugar on. So you can see we got some dead bees out here. They fly out. They don't want to die inside of the hive. So when they're time to go, they fly out, and sometimes they only make it that far. Yeah, I don't like the looks of this one. This room here. I was worried about some of these being a little bit too big, and they've got a lot of extra dead bees in here. Let's see what we're working with. You can see here, there's no food at all. Where they're clustered up, there's no food. Let's check the next one. Same thing here. Looks like this colony is completely starved out. And there's nothing left. Isn't that a shame? Look at all those bees, man. Same thing here, no food. And they're in the top box, no food. Exactly what we were worried about. And that's exactly what we're seeing. And unfortunately, that's... Oh man, this is what makes you sick right here. Look. Look at that. Plenty of feed. Plenty of food on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames of feed right there. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about that now. All that food, man, that breaks your heart. All that food, and they died inches from it. You know, there's not much you can do, especially when it's cold out and they're moving where they are from the feed. I mean, they were that close. Now there's bees that are living. That's what we want to see. Now what's interesting, this is a single, and I can look down and I see honey, 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 honey. This one's empty, honey, honey, honey. So those, they have plenty. What we're going to do is we're going to be quick. We're going to go ahead and set this shim right on top. And then we're going to put this right on top. Then let's take this. Look, that almost fits in there. This is only 4 pounds. So that's not going to be a whole lot, but I don't know if I have enough sugar for everybody. So I think that'll at least get them started. Now let's get them going. So, I don't think I like how long that is. It is good to see them flying. I tell you, after that one next to there being a dead out, I sure do like seeing these dudes fly. And I tell you, here's one of my favorite feelings that I haven't felt in a little while. Look at that. I got bees crawling out my pants in February. Love it. Okay, we're going to close him up. Move on to the next. Let's go over here and check these doubles. So far, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing in the doubles. Now these guys are cranking. They're in the top box. We'll go ahead and put a shim on these. I don't want to, if there are clustering in 2 boxes, I don't want to crack that open right now. So we'll just let them be.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, not quick. Okay, so that double was looking okay. Put that back on there for a little bit of weight. Let's see about this one. That lid's glued down pretty good. Yeah, they're cranking. Okay.
Okay. So pretty.
I love seeing them bees this time of year. We haven't seen the bees since, well, I mean, we've seen them out flying, you know, but from the warmness, they haven't been in the top frames for
I've been dawdling around outside, have you?
Yeah.
I haven't been. It's too cold. You want it on this side?
Yeah. Okay, cameraman, zoom in. We'll give one last shot of the bees and we're gonna start moving real quick. So you can kind of see what we're doing. We got the shim on, we got our paper, we've got our dry sugar, and here's the last final shot of those beautiful, beautiful bees. Girls, it was nice seeing you. Hopefully we'll see you here real soon. Well, we've got Suzy running the camera, and I wanted to take a look at this particular colony. This colony here is the colony. Do you remember seeing the alcohol versus Dawn dish soap video? Well, this is the colony. And as you can see, I still have the treatment shim on. So I'm gonna get inside of here and see what they're doing, and go ahead and get a winter shim on these rascals and give them some dry sugar. So let's take a look. Let's crack them open. Oh man, look at that. Well, I would say that treatment must have worked. You can actually see our thymol is still on there. Go ahead and get that off. I'm gonna pull this put that treatment shim off. We're gonna go ahead and put our winter shim on. I'm gonna stick the paper in. Okay, so that's our doomsday hive, and they're looking good. I like to see that. I've been wondering, folks have been asking, how that colony fare? Do the treatments work? Well, from what I can see so far, they're actually a little bit stronger. They're actually building back up. So that's a good sign. You can see some of the bees here. I love how dark some of these bees are. Okay, well, there it is. The doomsday hive looks like it's doing good. Well, that's what we're up to today. We're getting these winter shims on. We get that dry sugar. The boss lady was right. Just get them things on there, get the paper on, get the sugar on. It's going to help them get some extra carbohydrates if they need it. It's going to absorb some of that moisture. Those shims are ventilated. And kind of what we see year after year is they choose to go to the sugar when they can and kind of save the honey as like a savings account. So we're going to get busy before it gets too dark, too cold. We're going to get the rest of these shimmed up. You can see what I did there? So anyways, just a little update from the bee yard here in the wintertime. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Remember, be the lighthouse and be the change that you want to see in this world. We'll see you next time. Hey, can you help us out? Hit like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and be sure to check these great videos out too.